Sign language. That's my sign language. Is like, I love you guys. I'm going to do the best I can. My voice is not the best. I did try to tell Kelly to do it for me, but she refused. She said she didn't want it to be the Kelly show, so okay. But orders of publication are it's going to be sweet and to the point. It's orders of publication. So you guys do know that you're working with the newspapers on those. Okay, what I did was just put together a little packet. In that packet, you're going to find the orders of publication that you guys will be using as clerks yourself. And then also there is the W-9 form in there in case the paper could be on the Supreme Court and they want to set up an account to do that. They have to fill that out, which I have the slide on that. I'm probably jumping ahead of myself, but oh well. But those forms that you have in there, I just printed them all for you. I know you guys love paper, and I couldn't let you go through the conference without paper. Come on. So those orders, like I said, are on the internet, and they are fillable forms. So what you can do if you don't have them for yourself, if the judges in family court, because some of them they don't know these forms are there. I don't know how they don't, but they do not. So those forms are on there, so you can actually share those with their office. I actually worked with Logan County, I think, on this, and worked with their family court and provided them with those forms for them to fill out. Some judges are new judges, and some judges are just like you guys. Lack of training. I hate to say that, but you know, if you're not trained to do this, then you don't know. And it's not out of stupidity or you don't want to do your job, it's a lack of training. So kudos to you guys. You know, if you have questions, feel free to call Kelly, Matt, or myself. We all get our emails. We all have, if you've not noticed, smartphones. We all have our nose buried in our phones all the time. We're answering emails or text messages or whatever you guys are doing and calling us about. If we do not know the answer, we will find that answer out for you and get back to you. So if for whatever reason you call and we don't get back to you, it might be because we have forgotten. So don't feel bad about giving us another call or another email or shoot us a text. So if you've noticed Matt, he lives on his phone. So the paper requirement that you need to submit into the Supreme Court for payment of these orders of publication, you need the order of publication, okay? You need your newspaper invoice, your newspaper affidavit of publication, and a copy of the actual publication, the order of payment signed by your judge, okay? That's very important. We have to have that before we can make payment. If you send any of this other paperwork in, it's actually worthless to us because we have to have that order signed by the judge in order to do this, okay? So if you feel like we're harassing you all the time by calling and say, hey, I need this order, blah, 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 we have to have it because we cannot make payment because we ourselves have to answer to the state auditor's office for this. So you guys have to answer to us, we have to answer to someone also. So it's not like we're harassing you or giving you a hard time because we need those orders. And if you don't feel comfortable with talking to your family court judge or your circuit judge, give us a call, we'll do it for you. And it, you know, we'll be nice, polite, kind, and then we'll have Matt to do it. So. But also, you also need the, if the newspaper's got a bill with the Supreme Court, they can set up accounts. And I know that Logan County, and I refer to Logan County because that's the last county I worked with on getting these orders. But the newspaper there in their county did bill the Supreme Court. So they have, like, I guess you would say, a running tab that you print the orders of publication, then they bill Supreme Court with an invoice, and then we wait to get all this paperwork from you in order to make that payment. Same goes for the direct payments. If for some reason you have to run an order of publication in an out-of-state newspaper, this happens a lot in Mon County, I know. Some of the newspapers out of county will not, or out of state will not run the publication without payment first. And that's fine, we'll do that with the P card, but you have to also, even though we're making direct payment, we still have to have the order of publication signed by the judge directing payment. Same thing again, we have to answer to the state auditor's office on that, so we have to have our paper trail of what we've done with the money. So just make sure when you're mailing this stuff in that you do also include that order for the P cards. So don't get irate with us if we call and say, hey, we need that order, we need it, or we wouldn't ask for it. And like, there's three different order of application forms that you have. Okay, the first one is your publication for an EPO. Does anyone know what the EPO is?
Emergency protective.
Exactly, emergency protective order, and it's and the hearing aid. So an emergency order has not been served, so that's what you would use that for. Okay, and then the second one is the publication of a final domestic violence order. Okay, when the respondent does not appear in court, so you would use that form for that. And I've tried to provide those for you in that packet. They are not in this handout that we the slides Kelly was. But it's not included in the slides or on your thumb drive, but that's why I did the handouts. But I'm stressing to you that they are on the internet and you can get them from there. Also, the third one is your miscellaneous publications. These are sort of contempt, modifications, and other actions in the domestic violence cases. If you have questions and you're unsure of what orders to use, feel free to call us. Kelly's always at her desk. I'm always at my desk. You should have our numbers. If not, get with us. We'll give them to you. I mean, I'm as nice to give my cell phone number out. I mean, I get texts from Wayne County. I get texts from Logan County. I mean, if you send me a text, if you want to call me, whatever you want to do, I will get right back to you. And Kelly's the same way. She gives out the cell phone number too, because we travel a lot. And like I said, if we're not there to answer questions, Matt might be able to help you, I don't know. So, and the reasons that we need all this information, and I pretty much went over it already, is to get the payment for the newspapers. And I apologize again for my voice. But if the newspapers will set up the bill with the West Virginia Supreme Court, we do need the W-9 form filled out. And then it would be up to them to get that back to the Supreme Court. And the newspapers, they need to return to the circuit clerk's office the invoice of payment, the affidavit of the publication that was filled out by the newspaper, and a copy of the actual publication. And it needs to be, that's all the paperwork they need to be sent back to you. So if you're not getting that invoice back from the newspapers, you need to call and make sure that you are getting that. And it might be that it had set up for one person within your clerk's office or whoever that's going to take care of those. You know, each county operates differently, so it's whatever your clerk has you doing. Okay. Okay, once the circuit clerk's office receives the documents as listed in the above statement, then the order of publication should be obtained from the family court judge. We already went over that. But using the most recent court forms, okay? Some of these orders of publication you get in are the ones that they've made themselves or someone in the neighboring county uses. So, like I said, those are on the intranet. I know sometimes you have problems accessing that. So if you have problems, let us know. I'll get those to you. But you need to be using the most current, up-to-date forms that are provided for you. The circuit clerk should send all the documents into the administrative office for payment. And like I said, with both P cards and with the billing, with the invoicing. So, and like it's just basically to ensure that the newspapers get payment, because we had one county which the newspaper would not print their domestic violence orders because they had not received payment. Well, we didn't get payment because we hadn't received our paperwork that we needed to make the payment. This holds up domestic violence cases which do not make the family court judges happy. So if you run into that problem, please call us, let us know. We will work with you on that. I have called many newspapers and made sure that these orders of publications are being published and made sure that payments are being worked out. Paul Flanagan, I think I worked with him quite a bit trying to get his situation worked out. I hope I got it taken care of, but I'm not sure. He's giving me a thumbs up, so that's a good thing. But like I said, if you have any problems at all you have to do is give us a call. And that's all I have. On your orders of publication, there is one order of publication. If you look, it says, attention, and it tells you who to send it to. And I'm going to try to read that real quick to you. It's the third one from the back, and it says order payment of publication costs domestic violence. You see right up near the bottom of it, right before the judge's signature, it tells you to send it into the attention of the invoice officer, administrative office, and it gives you the address. Please make sure that you're sending it there. That's who gets it. We don't get it. But we're more than happy to send it for you. So if we get your orders of publication, all we do is just make sure they get it. But you know, if you forget the address or what have you, like I said, we will take it to them, but it goes to the invoice officer. And even though you put invoice officer, who knows their name, it's okay. They will get it to the department that needs it. Okay? Do you have a question?
I'm not allowed to send the affidavit, the original affidavit to you all.
That's fine. That's fine. Just I mean, we're glad to get paperwork. Do you get what I'm saying? So, you know, if it's a problem, that you know, that'll be fine. Any other question?
You do request or refer that our family court judges use one of these order of payment.
Right. It is on the intranet, and it is actually located in the family court.
Yeah.
Their paperwork that's listed on the internet. This is where I went and got every bit of this.
Mine too have always just used their own. They've just
Right.
made up their own.
Well, and it's one of those things, unless they know it's there, they use their own, or the neighboring county or whatever, you know. Kelly gave to me yesterday, that's the form I'm going to use today, but these are most updated forms that have been updated. Like I said, they're fillable forms, and all the judge would have to do is go in there and they can put it on their desktop, and they could keep it there, and they can bring that up, go in, type the information in, print it out, and they're done.
Right.
And all they have to do is reset the form, and they're ready to go for the next person. So, you know, it's a really handy tool to use, but, you know, a lot of people are shy of using it because they don't know how. I'll be the first one to admit I'm not a computer person, but I love them, I enjoy them, but I'm probably the most silly one trying to teach you how to use a computer. Kelly, however, is very knowledgeable in computers and will help you with anything you need. So if you have questions and they need help, us, you know, which it's family court, so.
Our family court judges, I know that we have them. They've just been so used to use them.
Exactly.
They're what do they call their girls? Case coordinators.
Right.
Usually, I think, do them.
Right. Well, see, that's what Logan County was doing. And then, like, I'm not pointing Logan County out, but like I said, I went in there and helped them. And they were so happy to know that those forms were there and they could actually use them. And they stored them on a folder in their desktop, and they just pop them up, fill them out, and they're done.
That's
So,
what
you know,
mine,
it's
publication.
right. It's just things there to make their life a little bit easier. And we're a habit of nature. We always do things the way we've always done them. Well, things are changing, so get ready.
Did you go on that with your family or judges and any of their comments?
I did not. I think Lisa Tackett did. So, any other questions? Guys, I just wanted to make a comment. Tabby wanted me to inform you guys that her presentation is on your thumb drives because she feels really bad about what happened earlier. You know, nobody was here to attack her. That's not what the intent was. The questions was asked. She got emotional. She was nervous. That's it. That's all that happened. So nobody's out to be a monster here, okay? Not one person. And I don't want anyone doing any finger pointing or blaming one or the other persons here. Okay, we're a team, and we all are here together as a team. And Tabby, yeah, she's part of the team. She's the staff department. But she just wanted to let you guys know that she was very sorry that she broke down. It is on the presentation. The presentation is on the thumb drive, so you can refer to that. Any comments or concerns you may have, I would suggest that you direct them to Angie Saunders or Autumn Johnson. So, and Tabby, she said she'd be more than welcome to, or happy to help you guys or answer any questions that you may have. I think she's still hanging around here somewhere, so I just wanted to finish up with that little note. Okay, thank you.